Welcome to J&J.
Jennifer and Jesse show.
What episode is this? It's been a while.
I think this is a 10 episode.
There we go.
Yeah. So welcome everybody. We're so happy to finally do a video for you guys. And this week has been just crazy. Basically, we have been moving and we are finally in Spain.
Finally, with a
Yes.
beautiful penthouse view right here. I wish I could show you guys everything, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But we're so grateful to now be here. It's been such a wild ride, but we're here.
It has been super crazy because we did like a full moving from Amsterdam, and we were like with all these bags, and we went to Croatia. We had to stay in an Airbnb the first week that we arrived to Spain. So we're going to touch all
We
these.
found cameras.
Why did you say it so fast? Okay, we're going
Just
to
a
tell you
tease.
all the crazy story about the moving. And yeah, we miss you guys a lot, right? Like we were all the time thinking about the video, but it was actually very challenging on the process. So till this point, we actually could do like, okay, let's embrace it. We're here. Like wow, we did it, because it has been just a crazy roller coaster, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't even know where to start with you guys, but let's start with
The beginning.
the beginning, which is we
Amsterdam.
had a bunch of bags. Like I think we had 3 check-in bags, four, 3,
No, 4 checking bags.
4, and
Plus like a full hand luggage.
yeah, like the maximum that you can take, like
Yeah.
the the little bag that goes under the seat,
We usually
and then another trolley.
Yeah, we usually have like some tips for travelers because we love to travel minimal. We love to just try to be light travelers and never actually have check-in bags. So we know like all the tricks about, packing your clothes so you save space, etc. that we will give you guys in the future that are very useful for us, especially in occasions like this that you have so many things, so many stuff that you just don't know what to do. So we kind of like, and hand luggage, we usually have like the backpack, we have like a handbag. I have my sugar bag that I love, this is tiny. Like, okay, these 2, 3, the handbag and the hand luggage too, which is 4. So if you're smart, you can get along with it, and that is one of our tricks. What else?
So we went to Croatia. I got us tickets that included 20-kilo bags,
Oh my God.
and then we ended up through the agency that I
Actually,
work
23.
with. Or actually,
They
so
picked
yeah,
the
no,
first
wait,
one
yeah,
to
23.
Croatia.
So this was the thing. So
Yeah.
the agency, I communicated with them. We needed the 23, like 100%. Like
Yeah.
don't book us on a cheaper flight back or whatever that doesn't have the 23 kilos. Or if you do,
Yeah.
we need an extra check-in bag. So it was very
Yeah.
clear about that.
Yeah. And we actually took the time to
Yeah.
say, okay, to
So-
measure the bags, to weigh them, and to say, we have to get rid of these. Oh no, and like throw.
We had
and-
like a scale and everything. So
Yeah.
what happened is the agency actually booked us on like this low budget flight that was back
to a Spain.
to Spain, to Malaga, right?
Yeah.
Which is like a week before we had to go to the notary,
Yeah.
and I signed the contract there. So it was like super like stressful. Anyway, so the 3 kilos that we didn't have, like this was actually the 6 kilos we desperately tried to like, figure out like what are we gonna do.
Yeah.
So we ended up buying another bag, check-in bag,
Yeah. And
which
this
was
is very.
£100, which is like
Yeah.
a 120, 30 euros.
This is very important because we are very used to travel and we are very used to this kind of situations. With this specific airline, it's very like hard because they're kind of like based on this kind of like scamming type of
Yeah.
marketing.
Can we mention the name,
know.
you think,
Yeah,
or not?
let's mention it because
mention
because I think it's important, and actually we researched about it because it was the first time that we used that airline, and we weren't the only ones. Like everybody, even in the flight coming here, there was people next to us, and they were like, I have to pay because my wife was pregnant, and they say that she occupied more space than a regular passenger.
It was crazy.
So
And so
we were like, what?
yeah. And what? So I got us that extra bag, 100 pounds. Got completely scammed. We'll play a little.
This is actually making me sick.
Yes. Our flight was delayed for tomorrow morning.
This is making me sick.
Sir, we paid 45. Now we paid another 100 pounds. Okay.
You are purposely delaying the process, so please help us. Now he goes in the back. This is just
Do you need to see my ID? No.
Okay, but you received £100, yeah? Can I get a signature or something? Just a signature where it says sign here or something. Oh, his. Okay, and then the okay, did he bring the free receipts over to you, or is this? Oh, okay. This okay.
Clip here, so you can see for yourself.
so they
we had the
charge
video.
in the 100 pounds and they charge is the highest weight. So we just had basically 6 kilos overweight, which is less than a hand luggage, and they charge for the heaviest, which is 30 kilos for the 6 kilos. And this is where we were like, hey, but we spoke to them. We were like, but you gotta help us. I mean, you were customers, but they just didn't care. And they pretend that your cars, like 2 cars, didn't work. Like
None. I have like
service.
4 cards, and they said no, this doesn't work, that doesn't work.
You have to pay in cash.
You have to pay in cash. But also you have to go to the ATM on the other side. So I come back, like I was like freaking out. We were hungry. We had lounge access. So
we couldn't enjoy the lounge.
We couldn't even
lounge,
we're
anything.
like standing there for what is it? 2
like
hours?
2 hours with this guy
I
that
get the
was
cash,
just like
100
doing everything
pounds.
super slow and like on purpose, because I don't know if this airline just teach their workers to treat their customers like shit, but that is what we feel. And the name of this airline is Wizz. So
reviews in this picture.
yes, and everybody that had any inconvenience with this airline called Wizz, please leave a comment here and let's support each other, because everybody needs to know that this airline is just not good with their customers.
Yeah, absolutely. And
They scammed us.
So I'll add the video here exactly what happened. So I come back with the cash. He says, "Oh, but now you have to go to that counter over there, and then like give the cash, and then get a receipt back, and then you can give that to us." So I do all that, right? Because there's like, I mean, there was no other flight back to Malaga at that point. I was like, okay, just like let's get this over with, you know. So he says, "Oh, this receipt is not good." So we have to go back to the counter. Imagine we're already standing there for 2 hours, super hungry, tired, because we came from Croatia.
And his colleague actually
This is
called
London
him out,
Gatwick.
right? His colleague called him out, like, "What are you doing here?" Like.
So I told,
already
in the
paid.
meantime, I said to my agency, like, why the hell did you book us on this flight? You know what I mean? Because like,
The worst.
it's just terrible. Anyway, and they were like, oh no, we didn't know, and the 3 kilos, and you didn't accept it. Anyway, so it was just terrible, and I don't know, like we went to the lounge, we had like 5 minutes, we stuffed ourselves real quick, and then we had to directly go to the gate.
Yeah, we basically just like in 2 minutes running, grab as much food as we could, and like drinks, and we were like super dehydrated with all the situation.
And you have to check in online, otherwise you pay.
Otherwise you pay. Like they don't do check-in at the check-in in the airport. It's crazy. So if you guys want a tip about how to travel with Wizz, just don't do it. Don't travel with Wizz because it sucks.
Yeah. So we get to, and I'm gonna share some pictures here. We get to the Airbnb in Malaga because like I still had to go to the notary and like make the last like the thing. So the Airbnb, like super cool actually, like right next to the beach, beautiful place. we're like, hey, this is really
We
awesome.
were actually excited.
I think after
about the place.
3 days, we saw like,
Yeah.
what is this
It was
thing?
very,
What is
very,
that?
very, very cute.
Yeah.
And it was like you say, next to the beach.
Yeah.
It was in a cute area. It seems perfect. The location, the price was good. It was a nice place. And then Jess, because Amor, you are so many into this than me. I'm like, I didn't even notice. I was like going around just naked and like I just didn't notice. And you said it. You saw it. You were like,
I'm like, what is this?
Wait.
And why is there another one in the kitchen? And it's literally like a camera with
like
and,
three
like
in the
three.
entire apartment.
So I'm like messaging you. Oh, he's like, oh no, don't worry about it. It's just for when you guys
Yeah.
leave.
So you enter the Airbnb, and
Yeah.
the first thing that you see, if you pay attention, is this white camera that
Yeah.
is kind of like undercover with an alarm type of.
Yeah.
You know, like you see it and you think that maybe it's just an alarm for move, but no, it actually has a camera, and we're going to show you guys.
Yeah. And we googled it and we found the exact model.
Yeah, and some of
And-
them has audio.
Well, that I don't know, but some of them do. Yeah, but these ones I don't know. But so I contact the owner and then like booking.com, and what happened is that they were like, oh no, you gotta figure it out with the owner. The owner just says, oh no, wait, I can remotely turn them off with my app.
Yeah,
They're
so
off.
uh-huh.
So you can just put a napkin on it.
Yeah, so the thing is that, okay, it wasn't just one camera to like protect who enters the Airbnb, but it was one camera facing kind of like diagonal the master room, bedroom.
Yeah.
There was another one in the living room area, and there was another one in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So basically, the 98% of the entire area was completely watched. And we didn't have idea for 2 days or more. When you realize, it was the second day because we arrived so tired that we just wanted to
Yeah.
go to sleep. And the next day, like in the afternoon that we came from the beach, we actually noticed. So imagine that, just to discover that you have been watched. It's terrifying.
So then the guy said you can just
We
put a
put
napkin
it-
over
No,
it.
but we
or I
did
can
it.
flash it so you know it's turned on. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking
We just
about?
put a napkin.
So
like,
we
no
put a
more, but-
napkin. We put a napkin, but then we contacted Booking, and they just keep saying, oh no, I mean,
No, but the weird thing, Amorcito, is that we put the napkins because you actually you did it because you discovered it, and you put the napkins, and then the guy was like, "Oh no, but relax, just put a napkin." We were like, "Wait, do you remember? Like this
Oh,
made
yeah,
us
yeah,
even
yeah,
more
true.
scared because how did he
Yeah.
suggest what we actually did? We could have just put like tape, we could have put clothes on it,
Mm-hmm.
we could have covered it with whatever, but we put a napkin, and the guy say like, you can just put a napkin, like what you did, it's good, leave
yeah,
it.
it was crazy. And then
So,
the
yeah.
customer service basically was like, oh yeah, you gotta figure it out with the owner. I'm like, what do I have to figure out? The guy put them there, right? He's not like gonna take them away. So he was very nonchalant about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm contacting like people. I'm like, I think this is
And
illegal in Spain, right?
It
and
is
it is
highly
illegal.
illegal everywhere in the
So
world.
well, I don't know anywhere in the world,
Yes.
but I mean,
I mean, it's privacy issues.
yeah. So
It is super illegal.
so-
If
so-
you ever see a camera in your Airbnb,
and it's against the policy.
you have to contact the web site that you actually book it. If not, it's better to just not deal with the owners, because if these people is recording you, it's kind of like terrifying to do it, you know. So you don't want to deal with them. You want to deal with the company that actually is backing the guy or the girl up, the woman up. So in this case, if you actually want to go to the police, because it is a crime, you should report it as soon as possible.
Yeah, so then I used social media leverage, and I explained the situation. A few minutes later, Booking.com. Oh, you know, hey,
Yeah,
we'll help
so
you.
they
so some
didn't-
senior dealt with, you know, like, we will all take care of this. So they contact the owner, and they say this is unacceptable. Actually, it's against booking policy. And Airbnb same.
Yeah.
So they solved it.
Yeah, because
They rebooked us,
yeah,
and they got the money back, which was really good and nice of them. But it's sad that social media is necessary to get that message across, right?
yes,
Yeah.
and that is what I wanted to say because actually we had to wait for 2 days when we notified booking. So they actually did something after
Yeah.
Jess had to post in social media. So they actually came up with a solution
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think this is very concerning because it's actually you're safe. You don't feel safe. We all the time I was feeling watched. I didn't know if I left the apartment, the owner, because we contact booking, was going to do something. We're going to like grab our things, our belongings. When we were in there, it was just like you just don't feel comfortable. So it's a very uncomfortable situation, and it's very like, yeah, alarming that we had to went through that. But thanks to your post, Amor, we had
Yeah.
the full refund.
Yeah, so then we settled from there, and we kind of like, I think it was 2 more days before the notary. We went to the notary. There's a picture right here. That's where the signing happened, and yeah, then we got here. Here we are with you guys. So we just want to like
Yeah.
breathe and take this all in because it happened, and it's very unreal, and I'm very grateful. Right? It's
Yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful. At the end of the struggle and the bad circumstances that we had to went through, like with this airline and the Airbnb that was recording us, there were good moments in between too. Of course, I mean, we had each other, which is the most important thing. But everything at the end just made sense. And actually, we want to tell you guys that this first week we have no water and no light, so we have been surviving with water bottles
yeah.
from the
So I
supermarket.
paid a lawyer to like when you buy a new property,
Yeah.
they have to switch the electricity and water. And what happened is courtesy normally is that the previous owner or
Don't do it.
the developer leaves it on. So
Yeah.
they just say, okay, this is what you used, and then you take it over. But they didn't do it. They canceled the complete
just
contract.
cancel it.
So we have to like the lawyers need to now contact the companies, which is going to happen in the next week or so.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to hear and get the email like, oh, on this day
You
you're going to have water and
water,
electricity,
you have
and then we're going to
light.
have a beautiful bath with
Yeah.
bubbles, and we're going to like a nice jacuzzi bath, like have a cup of tea,
A hot shower.
oh, and of course clean everything.
Yeah, like
so,
deep
Yeah,
clean.
but you start to realize how precious, our life
Basic
necessities are, which
that
is
we
water,
have.
electricity.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's like our
Yeah.
stories, and we're gonna share a lot more with you guys. But we just want to like update you. We're about to
Yeah.
reach 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for
And we
being
have
here and being a part of this.
super big surprise soon for those 1,000 subscribers. So keep tuning out because this is getting just better. Our life in paradise is starting.
Exactly.
And we can be more happy. We want to share this with you guys so you have a glimpse of our lives here in the beautiful Spain. And yeah, so we love to talk to you
See you guys very soon.
very soon.